At Property Filter, we love hearing about the successes of our members. I was just wondering if you could introduce yourself, tell the people who you are, what it is you do, what strategy, and maybe location as well.
Yeah, sure. Hi, thank you. Thank you for having me. So my name's Nyama Johnson. I'm from the northeast. You can tell by my accent. I live near Durham, and I come from Richmond, up in the North Yorkshire. And we're using Property Filter probably for about 2 years, nearly. It's probably not for long after it came out, actually. So yeah, I invest in properties myself, and I'm also the founder of the Key Achievers Club, which is an accountability support membership for property investors who benefit from like weekly accountability. We have like monthly like support and things on themes that can hold investors back, things I've struggled with in the past as well. So like procrastination, time management, negotiation skills, things like that. So
Sounds
yeah, really keen.
sounds
Well, I would say there was two main challenges that I had. The first one was it was really the time consuming trawl through like the main sites like the Rightmove and Zoopla, things like that. I didn't find it was I haven't used them for such a long time now because it's like a distant memory, so I don't need to. But yeah, it was just multiple screens and you can't track what you're doing to any one of them. And it didn't. And the second part actually links into that, where there was no consistent CRM that linked into them. You could actually just save it in your favorites, and that's about it. Really. So, yeah, they were the main challenges. It was time consuming. It took too long to get a deal through or checking the comparables. It was just hard work. I think it was when I saw where did I first see it? A property filter being advertised by Gilliam. I can't remember if it was on, might have been a pin meeting or something like that.
hmm
And then it was like the light bulb moment. I need this.
Yeah, got
Yeah.
it.
But then I realised actually when I started to use it and I closed my first couple of deals fairly quickly. I can't remember exactly how quick, but then it instantly paid for itself.
Mm.
And also since and that was using the filter of for sale to rent, which was obviously for lease options. But I managed to get that deal through creatively as a vendor finance deal. And then on top of that, off the back of that, sorry, I bought the property through the same seller on vendor finance. So I got two. So that
Wow,
obviously came from property filter in the first place. So yeah,
nice quality. And
yeah,
yeah, great.
not at all. Yeah, so it was a three-bedroomed property. It's in Teesside, in Middlesbrough, and it's semi-detached. And the purchase price that we agreed with the seller, I agreed with the seller, was 80,000. I already knew that they were just fixated on that's what they wanted for their own personal yield in their head. But yeah, I already knew the comparables in the area were 115, so I managed to get that 35k below market
Wow.
value. So I was really pleased about on my first creative deal.
Yeah,
The rental value is 750 in that area, and the refurb cost was 5,000. So upfront costs, including legals, I spent approximately 9,750. And in terms of the vendor finance, because he didn't need all the money now, and using the scripts and the training and putting it into practice about if them being why give my money to the bank and get a mortgage if you because it was unencumbered,
yeah,
pay you instead. So we agreed 6% interest on this property over 5 years. So that works out as £400 a month interest to the seller.
yeah.
In total over 5 years, that's 24,000. So that comes to 104,000, and the comparable at the moment is still 115. So this is in 5 years' time. So I've already bought well on this
Below.
property. Yeah, I don't necessarily always look for the below market value ones because I think if you can get it over a longer period, 'cause I quite like the creative deals, but it's
hmm
exchange to late completion or whatever, then I don't necessarily use the template for below market value, but there's a lot of the other ones that I do. But I particularly like the motivated seller graphs, that I call it the motivated seller graphs, where you can see
Yeah,
the history and you can see and I feel that empathy again. I feel so sorry these people, even though I haven't met them, and you can see the struggle and the prices keep reducing and reducing, and just when it puts it in black and white instead of trying to search through the right moves of the world and doesn't give you the full history. So I really use the motivated telegraphs a lot. I like the comparables feature and how easy it is to compare also with the withdrawn features as well when you're
hmm
looking at comparables, and for rent it all comes up there.
yeah.
Last sold price is really easy with it links into land registry because I use it on every one. My first top tip would be don't just save them and add them all into the pipeline funnel screen.
Due diligence. Yeah, yeah.
Yes, exactly. And then it'll just backlog up there. And then after a certain amount of time, there'll be that many that some of them might have even sold or whatever, and then you end up, I figured it, like not doing anything with them, or it just seems too overwhelming to go troll through them. So my main top tip for that one is to follow through the pipeline, through the different steps, the 5 stages. You can also change the stages to your own preferences as well if you want. I've kept them as they are, that's already set, but use the pipeline and take action. There's tag section. That's another value, one of the value sections, that part of features I really, really like, because I use that for all sorts. It's like my little personal bookmarks. I've got quite a few, but it's really, really good. So my second tip would be use the tags and make it work for you. So you can, exactly. You can have it if you've got different categories, if you've got different people that you're working with, or different strategies. You might be looking at below market value and assisted sales and something else. So you can have tags however you want. This is
maybe like
changer.
So maybe like each of your investors would have their own tag, would they? Or
absolutely, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Nice. And then tip 3?
Tip 3 would be use the training and the weekly calls that are in there, because there's so much value. And even if some people might think, oh, I know everything I need to know about a certain strategy or whatever, but there's things are happening all the time. Markets are shifting all the time. And while you might have a training session or a weekly call from a guest come on about a certain topic, there's all these nuggets of information coming in through the conversations that you might miss. So top tip number 3 would be to make use of all the extra value that's behind the scenes. It's not just in the software, it's in the people behind it. So use that. I don't think so. I just think my main message is to try a software that works for you. Give Property Filter a try if you haven't done that yet, and you can make it your own. You can make all the headers and the sections of it your own, and how you want it to work.